Hi, I'm Brandy from brandystamps.com. Thank you so much for dropping by my YouTube channel. I have a super fun video for you today. This is episode 3 of season 3 of the Great American Stampin Show. The Great American Stampin Show is a competition between 4 stampers. So I have brought my best work today, but I'm sure my competitors have too. I've got Shannon, Julie, and Jody. They've all got video links right here in my description. So your job is to watch my video and then check out each of theirs. Hopefully you'll love my video the most, but click on like for whichever one you like the most, and then we will determine a winner later this week. What a fun thing we have going with this show. We are releasing videos at 5 o'clock Mountain Time every single Thursday all through the fall of 2024. So if you've missed any of our prior episodes, check those out in the playlist. And we also had a season 2 and a season 1. So this has been going strong for a while. Make sure you check out all the videos if you haven't already seen them. So today our challenge is sketch number 3 from page 22 in our annual catalog. So let's go check it out and get stampin'. So here I am on page 22 of our annual catalog. And these are the layouts that we've been featuring for season 3. So this week, episode 3, our assignment is to work on this third little template right here. So I've got a blown up version of that. Here is how it looks when you get a little bit of a closer look. This template is really fun. I kind of love the possibilities here. So the first thing that popped out to me when I looked at this was the 3 stripes. I thought, ooh, what am I gonna do with that? Well, I have strips of the same designer paper and they'll be split apart, or some kind of a greeting that comes apart, but you can sort of read it. How will I treat those 3 strips in the background? And I decided to play with a little bit of color theory. So if you do have a copy of our annual catalog, look on page 132 and you'll find something like this. It's a color wheel featuring all of our different Stampin' Up! Colors. So I was twisting this a little bit and playing with it. I had never done a lot with the triadic colors here. So I turned to Lemon Lime Twist. See how I'm pointing right to the Lemon Lime Twist color there? And I looked at the other colors over here, and this one was pointing out to Melon Mambo, and this one was out to Misty Moonlight. And I thought, okay, cool color combo. I don't know if I have ever done that before, but I cut myself a strip of each of these 3 awesome colors. So that's how I started this layout. Of course, to complete the layout, you're always going to want a card base. So here's my just basic thick white card base. I've got my 3 strips that I can use. Across, you've got some kind of a ribbon. And so I cut myself a piece of a favorite ribbon. This is just our really sheer white ribbon that has silver edging. So perhaps that could go around here somehow, or a tie or something like that. And then to finish it off, you're going to have a circle or some kind of an element there in the front. So this is a basic interpretation of this layout. So as I was looking at these pieces, I was playing with my 3 strips and thinking about stamping them, or what do I want to do? And I remembered a favorite technique. Each of these are cut to 1 1/4 by 5. And I'm just going to attach them to this little layer of cardstock that is 3 3/4 by 5. So I took a little creative liberty, and instead of leaving space between these 3 strips, I'm going to just squish them right together and lay them out onto this card base. So I'm applying Seal Plus to everything. And then I know that they will just fit on here. So I'll just come right to the edge and then proceed with the other 2 as well. Now that I've created kind of a single unit that has all 3 of the colors on it, I'm going to grab my embossing folder. You can use any embossing folder to do this. I picked out the Distressed Tile folder. This is a cool one because you can tell the original pattern was really these fun like quatrefoil designs. There's a lot of detail here, but then part of the design is wiped out. So that's where you get the distressing. And when you emboss this, you'll get kind of a partially done design, which I love. It gives it a very cool antiqued look. So let me go run this through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Wow, that was fast. Do you see what I mean about how cool this design looks? with some of these really filled in and perfect and some of the design is just missing. I just love the look of this folder. Now I want to stick this to my card front, and since it's all thick and embossed and wavy, I'm going to use my mini glue dots. So I'll do one in each corner, maybe a couple of extras in the middle. I always try not to handle these a lot when I'm using them, so I peel the tape back, expose the glue dot, and then I lay the thing I'm going to stick right on the dot, give it a little pressure so that it lifts it right off, and then the dot is on here, but it doesn't get any of those oils from my fingers on there. So it's going to stick really well. Okay, this is an awesome start. Now remember, I've got some kind of an element here and I've got my ribbon that I want to send across. So the first thing I want to do is look at options. What could this element be? This is just a punched circle. Of course that could work. But I wanted to use something that I hadn't pulled out in a while. And so I grabbed my designer tags dies. I've got these just stuck to a magnet here. And there are 9 pieces in the set. And the reason that I don't use this one very often is because it doesn't appear in our catalog. This is just an online exclusive set of tags dies. I'm pretty sure about that anyway. Go ahead and look in our catalog. There are amazing things in there, but no, you are not seeing everything. So if you want even more stamping, you've got to go to brandystamps.com, click shop. You will see lots of extra options when you're looking online. In fact, there's a category that's just called online exclusives. So if you click on online exclusives, you will find things that are particularly not pictured in our catalog. And this is one of them. So I'm going to grab a couple of the dies here. Let's get this fun little tag piece. And then I've got like just a little sprig type of a piece. Let's get a couple scraps of paper that coordinate with our color palette here. And I'll just cut a tag and a sprig from these two using my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Okay, so here's what I've got. Little tag and a little sprig. So let's go ahead and add some kind of words to this little guy. I grabbed a stamp set that I hadn't used at all yet, but I love it. This one is called So Sincere. And it's a newer one of our $1 million sets, one of our $1 million achievers from the company has designed this, and it has a wonderful assortment of greetings that maybe are a little off the beaten path. And so the one that I am going to use is just love spending time with you. This is the thought I keep having lately when I hang out with my friends. I mean, it's just such a blessing and a treasure to be able to spend time with some of these wonderful people. So this is a card that I know I can send out to one of my dear friends. I'm just going to ink up this stamp, and I want the words to be kind of off to the right side over here a little bit. Just like that. And then the sprig can hang out kind of right in here somewhere. So let's think about where we're going to use the ribbon. One of my favorite little tricks when I'm using a tag, see I've got these great little loops on the edge, I'm going to thread my ribbon through there, just right through this one, and just bend it so it comes straight off of here in a little sideways spray. And because there's no knot on here and it's not tied all the way around, it just makes it a little bit simpler to work with. And I often just reach for my linen thread to finish it off. So I'm just going to unspool a few inches of that and come over here just to the head of my tag. So I've got my 2 ends coming upward, and I've got a piece of linen thread behind. It's just several inches long, maybe 8 or 9. I'm just going to tie a single knot and see how that's going to help it just stay right in place and lay flat on the card, so this card will still be able to be mailed. The next thing I'm going to do is just attach this little sprig with a couple of glue dots. Place that right where we're thinking we like how it looks. I'm threading my linen thread right up through the space in this die cut, and I'll just finish this off with a really simple bow. Okay, so this takes care of our tag element. We've switched it from a circle to now a little tag piece. And the ribbon that cuts across, it's not going to actually wrap behind, but it'll have that look of laying all the way across here. So let's get a few of our dimensionals on the back of this. And I'll let this tag extend almost all the way to the edge of the card, not quite. Pull these so they're kind of straight. Let's do a little bit of trimming. I don't want it to be awkward in the envelope, so I just kind of cut those off so they line up with the edge of the card. That a little shorter. I'm loving how this is looking. I thought I would add just one more finishing touch. I've got this bright silver edge on my ribbon, so I thought I'd pull in a silver embellishment. So these are the Pecan Pie and Clear ribboned adhesive backed dots. I'm just going to grab a couple of dots here and put them here and here and maybe one there. And that is my finished card. I really like how it turned out, especially the neat color combination. But let's go back and check to see how we did with the layout. So we've got our 3 strips. We kind of squeezed them together, made them one element and embossed it. We took this ribbon that would have gone all the way across and just created kind of a faux look where the ribbon is across vertically. No, it's across horizontally and pokes off to the edge there. And we swapped this circle just for a tag with a little embellishment. And we have got a beautiful card that I can send to someone I love spending time with. Amazing. I hope you had as much fun as I did working on this card. These layouts are so fun and I love getting creative with them. I hope you're gonna love my card the most. And if you do, just click like right now. If you haven't seen the other videos yet, look in my description. You'll find Shannon, Jody, and Julie's videos. Check those out too. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you don't miss any of the crafty fun, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much.